Part 16. Combined operations with negative fractions. You will find this on page 44 in the Namibian Mathematics Grade 8 textbook, y equals mx plus c to success. The order of operations when working with negative fractions and mixed numbers is the same as when working with positive fractions and mixed numbers. You will first do the brackets part, then you will do all the powers and roots, and then you will follow with multiplication and division from left to right, or division and then multiplication, depending on the example, and then finally addition and subtraction, which can also be changed around as subtraction and then addition. Let's look at example 16. Find the value of this fraction. Now, if you look at the fraction, you see a negative as well as a division. So, looking at my order, I must first do division before I will do subtraction. So, let's go and we first make everything in proper fractions. Keep the negative. 3 times 2, what will that be? It will be 6 plus 1, so it's 7 over 2. There's your minus. I'm first going to do division, so I can put it in brackets. So 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5 over 2. Divide. Keep your negative. 5 over 6. Okay. Now, remember, I'm going to rewrite everything until I come to the part where I want to work. Now, remember, we never work with division. We change it into multiplication by taking the reciprocal of the second fraction. Keep your negative and just swap this 2. So the 6 becomes the numerator and the 5 becomes the denominator. Then, what did I do? I can cancel out because there's a multiplication. So 2 can go into himself 1 time, 2 can go into 6 3 times, 5 can go into 5 1 time, 5 can go into 5 1 time. Rewrite, and now say 1 times 3 will be 3. 1 times 1 will be 1. Now, don't forget that this is a subtraction. What did we do when it was a subtraction? We must change it into, let's just highlight, to addition by finding the additive inverse. Now, what will the additive inverse of negative 3 over 1 be? It will be positive 3 over 1. Now, don't forget, what did we do if it was addition? We must make the denominators the same. So this one must go to a 2. So I multiply 2 at the bottom and I multiply 2 at the top. And now I just rewrite everything. And now don't forget, what do I do if the signs are different? I subtract. So 7 minus 6 will be 1. And I take the sign in front of the biggest movement. 7 is a bigger movement than 6. So that's why I keep the sign negative. And it's negative 1 over 2. I want you to do try now 16 and stop the video. And as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. Okay, let's write it down. It's a half plus 3/4 multiply negative 2 over 3. I want you to take note, there's a multiplication and then there's an addition. So I must first do the multiplication. I can even go and put brackets around that. So I just rewrite first. And now I can do multiplication. Now I can just say 3 can go in 1 time, 3 can go into himself 1 time. 2 can go in 1 time and 2 can go into 4 2 times. So basically, put it in brackets. How many negative signs do you see? It's multiplication 1, so it's an odd number, so the sign will be negative. And then 1 times 1, what will that be? That will be 1. And then 2 times 1, that will be 2. Because it's addition, I can actually just rewrite it as a half minus a half. Oh, what will a half minus a half be? That will be 0. Now, I want you to press this on the calculator. Try to fill in the steps here. Okay, I'm going to help you. So if I want to fill in this calculation, I will just say 1. Then I'm going to look for the ABC. remember that's the fraction. And then I will write 2. And then I will write plus. I can just from left to right. 3. And then A, B, C key. And then 4. And then multiply. And then put the bracket, open bracket. Then, can you remember that negative sign or the plus minus? And then you can put the 2. And then again A, B, C. And then you put the 3. And then you close the bracket and don't forget to press equal. Okay. And then you will get also an answer of 0.